Hi, and welcome to this Friday book review. In this video, we'll be talking about this piece, The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. So, why did I want to read this book? Well, I often tend to read books that are the classics or are kind of heavy, so this time I thought I'd read something popular in our time and not something that was popular some time ago. So this book I found on Goodreads and being the most popular book of 2020, so I thought this might be good. And I have to say that I thought it was going to be an easy read as well. So I thought that this was a quick read, so if I regretted not reading the heavy old books, I could always think that I didn't spend as much time on it as I would have feared with other books, sort of. So we'll just go through the summary of the book. The book starts with a young girl called Nora, and we meet her the first time in a library with her librarian, Mrs. Elm. And after a few pages, we jump to the present. And in the present, Nora is not a happy person. She has a lot of struggles and have been through some struggles. Now she has even lost her job. So Nora decides to end it all and tries to commit suicide. But instead of dying, she ends up in the Midnight Library. Here she once again meets Mrs. Elm. Mrs. Elm is the librarian also in the Midnight Library. The Midnight Library is sort of a state between life and death, and here you can choose which regrets you wish you didn't have, and you can experience a new life without the regret you had. So in the Midnight Library she chooses different kinds of lives dependent on which regret she wish she hadn't had. I don't think I will spoil anything other from the plot. You'll just have to read it if you're interested, but I will share some of the quotes of the book. It's easy to mourn the lives we aren't living. Easy to wish we'd developed other talents, said yes to different offers. Easy to wish we'd worked harder, loved better, handled our finances more astutely, been more popular, stayed in the band, gone to Australia, said yes to the coffee, or done more bloody yoga. It takes no effort to miss the friends we didn't make, and the work we didn't do, and the people we didn't do, and the people we didn't marry, and the children we didn't have. It's not difficult to see yourself through the lens of other people and to wish you were all the different kaleidoscopic versions of you they wanted you to be. It's easy to regret and keep regretting. Ad infinitum, ad infinitum, ad infinitum, ad infinitum, until our time runs out. But it's not the lives we regret not living that are the real problem. It is the regret itself. It's the regret that makes us shrivel and wither and feel like our own and other people's worst enemy. I think these quotes really sum up the book in many ways. It's about dealing with the regrets, and many times dealing with the regrets itself instead of the actual action you didn't or did make. There are a lot of regrets in her life, so she goes through the regrets one at a time and gets a little bit wiser for each time and focuses on what's more important in life. And of course, it's not what she expected it to be. So, what did I think of the book? I really liked the main character. I liked her style, and I could relate to her in many different ways. Like most people, I too have regrets in my life, so I think it's a very, very human emotion that this book appeals to. I felt the book was quite repetitive at times, so I was starting to get a little bit frustrated about where this book was going. All in all, I think I liked it. I remember the book very well after I read it now. It's sort of, I think about the book quite a lot, so that's a positive in trying to decide if I liked it or not. It's not always as easy as it should be. It's not a difficult novel to read, and I think that it has a lot of good points. It makes you reflect really on your own situation, because Nora goes through a lot of situations that are quite normal for people to experience, and she gives her take on these kinds of things, and so it's easier to reflect on your own life when reading the book. And I really started to care for Nora at the end of the book. But all in all, I really liked the book, and I will be sure to read more popular books in our time and not just old books. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you like these book reviews, please consider subscribing. It would make me happier, and that's a goal for this channel. I hope to see you again soon. Bye!